Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Executive Director and Associate Vice Chancellor of the Arkansas Alumni Association, Brandy Cox.
Good evening and welcome to the 74th Annual Arkansas Alumni Awards Celebration. Thank you for joining us. Now in this process, I'm supposed to say some other words, but I know people are still trying to get their seats, so I'm just going to improvise for just a couple of minutes, give you a chance to get to your seats, because this is such an important evening to celebrate our alumni. We have a lot of things to cover over the course of the evening, individuals to recognize, faculty, alumni, as well as some students in this process. So we want to thank you so much for joining us. Tonight we honor 13 inspiring people who have dedicated their lives to making a difference in the world through leadership, service, and teaching. Their work has blazed trails for women in STEM, broken ground on new discoveries, built futures by supporting students, and advanced our nation and communities through selfless service. These recipients join those from years past as examples of how individuals can change the lives of many. You are the spirit of the University of Arkansas. As we celebrate this year's recipients, there are many alumni, faculty, and friends of the university who have received these awards in previous years. If you are a past award recipient, will you please stand? We are excited to have several members of our Alumni Association Board of Directors with us tonight. We are grateful for their excellent leadership. They provide to us so much, to the association and our team. If you are a current or past board member, please stand. I know they're here. We had a board meeting today. Among them include some of our past presidents, including Steve Nipper, Kenny Gibbs, John Reap, and Gerald Jordan. It's the loudest table in the room. Please welcome our past presidents. We have many campus leaders with us tonight, including our deans and the chancellor's executive team. If you will please stand. Thank you for your leadership and all you do for the university. Also, a special thanks, I saw Mark stand up, a special thanks to all of our advancement team. Those are our development officers, our university relations team who's working, all of the Alumni Association, but especially to our leader, Vice Chancellor for Advancement, Mark Power. We are also honored to have the president of the University of Arkansas System, Dr. Don Bobbitt, and his wife, Susan, as well tonight, as well as Mark Waldrop, chairman of the University of Arkansas Board of Trustees. Please stand. Now let's begin with our first series of awards before dinner is served. Tonight, you will hear each recipient's story and acceptance of the award in their own words through video. Thank you to our university relations team for your hard work and collaboration with these presentations. And thank you to our honorees for agreeing to take part in the videos. We look forward to hearing your stories. As we begin, please, if you have not already, begin enjoying your salads. Now, joining us to present the Charles and Nadine Baum Faculty Teaching Award is the university's Chief Academic Officer, Provost, and Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Jim Coleman.
Established in 1997, the Charles and Nadine Baum Faculty Teaching Award recognizes a faculty member for outstanding teaching and includes a $5,000 award. Tonight, we are pleased to present this prestigious award to Dr. Suresh Kumar, professor in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry and the Mildred B. Cooper Endowed Chair of Bioinformatics. Suresh is the epitome of a teacher scholar. He is the recipient of numerous teaching awards, including the Fulbright College Master Teacher Award, and has been inducted into the University of Arkansas Teaching Academy. In addition to his teaching awards, he is also highly respected for his research endeavors, including publishing more than 76 peer-reviewed papers and winning 5 federal research grants since coming to the U of A in 2003. Suresh trains multiple postdoctoral fellows, graduate students, and undergraduate students, and uses research, unique teaching methods, and one-on-one interaction with his students to mentor some of the best young minds at the university and the country. He has mentored more than 80 honors theses of undergraduate students and currently directs, get this, 33. That deserves an applause. Suresh has 7 graduate students for whom he is the major advisor and serves on an additional 49 dissertation committees across campus for his graduate students other than his, and for those other than his own. So please give your attention to the video screens.
It's very important as a teacher that you think that a classroom is a room full of bright and motivated students. I meet up with all the students, irrespective of the size of the class. If there are 100 students in the class, I make it a point to meet with all the 100 students right in the beginning of the semester, so that I want to understand what each student is and what are their professional and career, long-term career goals. I can incorporate those elements into the class, and the students love it. So I teach a course called as Honors Biochemistry, and it is taught back-to-back as Honors Biochemistry 1 and Biochemistry 2. It so happened that I taught Biochemistry 1, but I was not actually scheduled to teach Biochemistry 2. So the students found out, and they actually made a petition to the department chair with 100 and odd signatures of students who were in the Biochemistry 1 class to see if the chair would agree to actually change my work allocation to teach Biochemistry 2. They took those signatures, framed the signatures, and then gave it to me back. And words cannot explain that. I get very emotional about that. The university has been very generous to me in terms of giving me this award. So I would like to thank my students and the colleagues in my department, and especially the senior colleagues in my department who have been so very supportive of me. And I want my students to know that I'm always there for them and they can count on me. And I keep telling my students that once you are in my class, what I call the Kumar's class, you are in the Kumar's family.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the 2018 Charles and Nadine Baum Faculty Teaching Award recipient, Suresh Kumar. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Chancellor, Joseph Steinmetz, to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. What a wonderful night this is, where we get to honor our best faculty as well as our many friends and our really cherished alums. Just a couple of years ago, we went through a planning exercise at the university to create what our strategic priorities were going to be as we move forward. So advancing student success, promoting innovation in teaching and learning, and enhancing research and discovery, as well as investing in faculty excellence, are some of those university guiding priorities. And these priorities are fundamental to the University of Arkansas's mission. Student success thrives on the great work of faculty who teach in innovative and engaging and effective ways. And the world advances through the discovery of knowledge, the spread of ideas, and the spread of creative activity of our faculty members. And society thrives when our faculty are engaged in outreach and engaged in public service. So tonight we recognize the work of 3 prominent educators who embrace and exemplify these very ideals. We'll start with the Faculty Award for Research, which goes to Dr. Min Zhou, Professor of Mechanical Engineering in the 21st Century Professorship in Mechanical Engineering. Dr. Zhou is a powerhouse researcher in nanoscale surface engineering, nanomechanics, and tribology for a wide range of applications. And this research has led to $29 million in extramural research funding, 92 peer-reviewed publications, 110 conference presentations, 3 book chapters, 3 patents, with an additional 4 pending, and 2 new technologies being commercialized right here in the state of Arkansas. Min also serves as the scientific director of the statewide Center for Advanced Surface Engineering. This is a multidisciplinary center that involves 10 universities and approximately 40 faculty members with expertise that's diverse from such fields as engineering and from physics, from chemistry, and also biology. Additionally, Min has a long and impressive list of honors, awards, and recognition that I won't try to even do justice to here tonight. Needless to say, she's at the very, very top of her profession, internationally respected, and a valued contributor to the research mission of our university. We're absolutely thrilled to have her here on our campus. Please turn your attention to the video screens.
The researcher should be open-minded, first and all, and also is willing to interact with different people in different disciplines, because you have opportunity to solve real-life problems, because they are often complicated, requires multiple discipline, people with multiple different background to solve it. My research focus is nanotechnology to engineer surface so that we can reduce friction and improve the machine durability and prevent corrosion, just reduce energy cost. I got this opportunity to lead a big team at the university. The grant is a National Science Foundation grant supposed to improve the research infrastructure for the state. This would have potential to be applied to many Arkansas industries, as well as be able to generate new intellectual property for new startup companies to promote the growth of knowledge-based economy in Arkansas. A good researcher, I guess, need to be naturally curious. So anything could lead them to investigate. So that's also driving me to enjoy research year after year, because you may find new things that are interesting. I would like to thank first the university is very supportive, our department, and also Dr. Greg Salmo, which is a great mentor. I've been here for almost 15 years. It's the fast 15 years that's passed by. I feel like I'm still very energetic. I can do more. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2018 Faculty Distinguished Achievement Award for Research recipient, Min Zhou.
Next, the Faculty Award for Service is presented to Dr. Kevin D. Hall, the Hicks Endowed Professor of Infrastructure Engineering in the Department of Civil Engineering. Dr. Hall has committed himself to service through educational, professional, and campus leadership. He has been an advocate for engineering education through his leadership in the American Society for Engineering Education and the American Society of Civil Engineers Committee on Education. Additionally, he is a founding member of the Academy of Pavement Scientists and Engineers, an international group that provides doctoral students with a forum for development, research, and public service. Dr. Hall is a world-renowned expert on asphalt materials and pavement performance and is widely known in the industry for his teaching, his research, and his service in the field. For his service, he has received commendations from such organizations as the Arkansas Department of Transportation and the National Asphalt Pavement Association. And Dr. Hall has equally committed himself to service through leadership at our campus as well. He's currently serving as the chair of the Faculty Senate and previously chaired the campus faculty. He served as the head of the Department of Civil Engineering for 2 5-year terms before returning to the faculty in 2016. Please watch the video screens to hear more from Dr. Kevin Hall.
Service is so important to me, and it really does stem from this idea that we are given an opportunity here to impact young people's lives. We are given an opportunity to impact the state of Arkansas, its economy, and its people. We are given the opportunity to impact people around the world. My philosophy of service is one, this university gave me a lot. It took a first-generation college student as a freshman, having never been at this place, and provided me with so many opportunities. And so when you think of it from that perspective, why in the world would I not give back to that university that gave me so much? One of the things that I really hope that my students understand is that they do have an incredible opportunity here, and to take advantage of that opportunity, to not take it for granted. Once you reach that point of understanding the opportunities that you're given, then I think the transition into a servant leader type of a mode becomes much easier, because it's a gratitude, it's a giving back, it's a, wow, this was done for me, I want to do this for something else. So this award probably means more to me than almost any other thing that I've been honored with, because it is a validation that service is important. I would like to thank the Arkansas Alumni Association, the University of Arkansas, its administration. This is a signal honor in my career, and one that I will always look back on with, yes, a little bit of pride, but certainly a humility that, given all of the other very deserving people on this campus, that I was chosen this year to represent the faculty in this way. And so I'm very thankful to everyone who had a hand in it.
Please welcome the 2018 Faculty Distinguished Achievement Award for Service recipient, Kevin Hall.
Our last faculty award of the evening is presented to an Associate Professor of English Education in the Department of Curriculum and Instruction. We're honored to present the Rising Teaching Award to Dr. Sean P. Connors. Dr. Connors is known for reinventing his courses and creating opportunities for students to utilize the resources that are available in the local community. He is innovative and incorporates the use of visual elements in his course assignments, like documenting their observations with photos, making video essays, and building web pages. He recently received a national award by the Initiative for 21st Century Literacies Research, which recognizes educators and scholars who, quoting from the award, diverge from traditional pedagogies and research approaches and embrace the spirit of following a road less traveled. Dr. Connors is beloved by his students and receives frequent praise from them in their course evaluations. One of his students remarked, "Dr. Connors is an amazing professor. I leave the classroom fired up and ready to change my students' lives for the better." And another said, "Thank you for building an engaging and challenging course." Please join me in watching his video.
I think I knew that I wanted to be a teacher when I was in high school. The opportunity to work with people and to help people and watch them grow is just something that's tremendously rewarding. My work focuses primarily on young adult literature because I think that both young adult literature and graphic novels have traditionally been written off. And when you explore those texts critically, I think you find that there's a lot of complexity, but there's also a lot of commentary on our culture. And my teaching philosophy has three components to it. The first thing is I really make an effort to get students outside of the classroom and into the local communities. A second point is I want them to learn from the rich funds of knowledge that are available to them in our communities. We have incredible assets in not just Fayetteville, but in the Northwest Arkansas community. And then the third thing would be a concern with thinking critically about the world and being able to interpret texts in ways that allow students to see that they have agency in their lives. This is, without question, the most humbling thing that I've experienced in my career. And it's odd because you want to feel a sense of pride and accomplishment in what you've done, and of course I do, but at the same time you recognize that this award belongs to so many people. The students that I've worked with over the years have tremendous amount of ownership in this. My wife, who supports me all the time, my parents who provided the opportunities for me to pursue what I love to do. And so it's really humbling, and it's an honor that I will never forget.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2018 Faculty Distinguished Rising Teaching Award recipient, Sean Connors.
From your home on the hill to locations across the globe, home is where the hogs are. Whether we are calling the hogs or celebrating each other's accomplishments, we are all part of the University of Arkansas family. The Arkansas Alumni Association helps you stay connected to your alma mater wherever you are. Join today. Home is where the hogs are. One of the unifying themes of the university is this is our home. And this week's homecoming theme is a place you call home. So we wanted to share with you our current Alumni Association commercial. Tonight's celebration commemorates the 74th anniversary of the Alumni Awards and the 29th anniversary of the Alumni Association's scholarship program. Already this year, the association has awarded more than $1.1 million in scholarships to nearly 500 students for the 2018-19 academic year. One of the reasons I love what I do, I got into higher education and alumni relations, and I love our mission with the Alumni Association, is because not only do we work with alumni, but we also work with students and future generations of the Razorback family. And so with that, there's nothing I enjoy more than being a part of this to celebrate you and giving back to them. We'd like to take a few minutes to highlight our Alumni Association Scholarship Program and a few of our incredible scholars.
My name is Matthew May. I'm a senior with an ag business major. Through the Alumni Endowed Scholarship, it has severely lifted the financial burden of college, and it really allowed me to focus on my academics as well as focus on my goals of becoming a commercial pilot.
My name is Nikki Anderson, and I am a senior from Fayetteville, and I am studying economics, criminal justice, and marketing. And I have the Rhodes License Plate Scholarship. Getting involved with the Alumni Association and the Alumni Association's generosity with their scholarship has given my college experience a lot more depth than I was ever expecting.
I'm Lori DeBoer. I'm a junior majoring in computer science with a math minor, and I have the Alumni Endowed Scholarship. I've benefited from the scholarship in that, sure, it's helped me financially, and that's a huge part of it, but also it has given me an opportunity to connect with the Alumni Association. And they were like my first point of connection in a place where I didn't know anyone, and they just kind of became a family away from home.
The most memorable experience I really have is when I was still a senior in high school and I got the phone call saying that I was awarded the Alumni Endowed Scholarship, because it was so amazing. It blew me out of the water, and I wasn't expecting it, and I'm very, very thankful for it.
Whenever I received this scholarship, I was like, okay, no, this is where I'm meant to be. This is what my college experience is supposed to look like. So that really gave me that final confirmation that I wanted to be here and call the U of A home.
I'd like to thank the Alumni Association for the scholarship they give me. It's really made a difference in my college experience.
I would love to thank the Alumni Association for believing in me and awarding me this scholarship. It has helped tremendously in more ways than I can count.
I just really want to say thank you to the entire alumni staff and all of our donors, because anytime I've ever interacted with anybody, they're always so caring and so engaged, and they want to know about what we're doing as students. I really appreciate that.
We want to thank our scholars for participating in tonight's video. Stories like these wouldn't be possible without the generous financial support from our alumni and the University of Arkansas family. Thank you to so many in the room who have made our scholarship program what it is today. Our escorts tonight are all alumni scholarship recipients. Thanks to Lori DeBoer, who you saw up there, Lauren Love, Matthew May, also in that video, Elizabeth Meneses, and Sally Sen for being a part of our program and being here tonight. Thank you to our scholars. And you know, I couldn't go through the night if I didn't put in a plug for supporting student scholarships, but if you're in the mood for like some early Christmas shopping, our online auction is live, and we want you to know we have 200 items, fabulous items, that you can bid on. Please just don't outbid me for some of those. But the items, we're already up to over $10,000 being raised for scholarships. Susan Bobbitt, where are you? I know you're going to get online and start doing that. The rest of you join in. Go online to our scholarship auction and help us raise money for these students. Then now, we'll have a few more awards after dinner. Please enjoy your meal.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage Brandy Cox.
Oh, was the meal wonderful? I hope you've enjoyed the meal. Good, good. I hope you're enjoying your evening with us celebrating. I want to thank Catering Unlimited, as well as Matt and Gus Smith for our entertainment today. Thank you so much to all of them. This event wouldn't be possible without the support of you and our sponsors. Thank you to our gold sponsors, VCC, and our silver sponsors, Butterfield Trail Village, the Fay Jones School of Architecture and Design, and Fidelity Investments. Please, thank you. We would also extend our thanks to media sponsors, Cityscapes, Celebrate Arkansas, and KUAF. Thank you to cocktail sponsors, Core Brewing Company and Tito's Handmade Vodka, dinner wine, what table is that? Dinner wine sponsors, Southern Glaciers Wine and Spirits, and gift sponsor, Lindt Master Swiss Chocolatiers. Thank you to all of our sponsors. I also want to thank all of our table sponsors who helped to make this evening so special. A full list of them can be found in your program, and we appreciate you so much in helping with our program today. These sponsorships allow us to build this award celebration and other programs that connect, serve, and celebrate our University of Arkansas family. Thank you for all you do to support us and the U of A home. Now, time for some awards. Next, we recognize two members of our alumni family for exceptional service on behalf of the University of Arkansas and the Arkansas Alumni Association. The Andrew J. Lucas Alumni Service Award is named in honor of an exceptional alumnus who exemplifies what service means. For 3 decades, Andy Lucas, class of 1959, provided loyal and dedicated service to the U of A. We are honored to have Andy with us again tonight. Please join me in recognizing him. Good to see you, Andy. Tonight, we honor the outstanding service of alumnus Dr. Lee Bodenhammer for his hard work supporting the university through the spirit of service. Lee is the sole trustee of the Bodenhammer Foundation. He received his bachelor's degree in business from the U of A in 1957 and completed his MBA degree here in 1961. Lee and his family have generously supported the U of A through the Bodenhammer Foundation. One of the most enduring gifts Lee has given to the university through his foundation is the establishment of the Bodenhammer Fellowship, which is celebrating its 20th year this year. Lee's contributions. But those who know Lee know that Lee's contributions to the university don't stop with financial. He has given generously of his time and talent in a variety of ways. Lee has served on numerous boards and committees at the university, such as the University of Arkansas's Technology Development Foundation, the Dean's Executive Advisory Board of the Sam M. Walton College of Business, the Campaign for the 21st Century Steering Committee, University of Arkansas's Board of Advisors, and the Campaign Arkansas Steering Committee. His practice of personal connection to the organizations he supports has inspired many others to give and get involved in a more participatory way. Please turn your attention to the screens as Lee shares his story.
The University of Arkansas is a very, very special place to me. I think it's very special to lots of people, and I was very proud to be part of this organization. And when John White came in, he suggested that maybe I could provide a scholarship for 3 bright students, and he was going to go around the state looking for the best students he could find, and he did. And when he came back, he said, "We have 7." And I said, I had planned for 3. And that led to starting an honors college, which has been very, very special to me. One of the purposes we had with the honors college was to keep the best and brightest kids at the university. That was another part that I was very proud of. Alumni Association has been key in bringing together alums from this state and from other parts of the country who come back here periodically to see their friends and neighbors in the Alumni Association and watch the ball games, and generally help us raise money for the university in different ways. I'm very honored to be given the Service Award by the Alumni Association. It's a very special event, a very special award to me.
Please welcome to the stage the 2018 Andrew J. Lucas Alumni Service Award recipient, Lee Bodenhammer.
Congratulations, Lee. Thank you for your service. And now we honor the outstanding service of alumnus John Reap for his hard work supporting the university and Alumni Association through the spirit of service. John is a retired career banker from Dallas, spending his last 15 years as president of Town North Bank. John's philosophy regarding service is that one needs to give back utilizing their primary skill sets to entities that have meaningfully given to them. For John, giving back to the U of A has taken many paths, but all of them have been rooted in serving as an ambassador for the university. He is a current member of the Dean's Executive Advisory Board for the Walton College. John has supported the Arkansas Business Hall of Fame as a past member and chair of the nominating committee and member of the selection committee. He served on the North Texas Committee of the Campaign for the 21st Century. John is a past president of the National Board of the Arkansas Alumni Association and longtime member and past president of the Dallas chapter. In the words of those who nominated him, John Reap's presence and contributions have been a cornerstone of the Alumni Association for the past 15 years, both on campus and in his current home in Dallas. Please turn your attention to the screens as John shares his story.
My pride for my state is so wrapped up in the pride for the school. I think the University of Arkansas unequivocally is the best thing going on in the state of Arkansas. And it ties in with my father, who had so much pride in Arkansas. And that drives me. My mission, especially in what I do in Dallas, is to really keep the alums in Dallas abreast of what's going on academically up here, because there's some incredible, as we know, success stories academically. I was the Alumni Association National President for 2 years. As a part of that, I was on the national board for 10 years. I've been very active in the Dallas chapter of the Alumni Association. I think what has really been an anchor for me, and I think for a lot of people, your college. Just to keep up with what's going on there, to develop pride, in my case, a lot of pride. And I think if you really recognize what your college experience has done for you, not only academic but socially, I think you'll give back. And I think as one progresses through life, I think they need to do kind of a gut check at various intervals about what's been really important to them. And as you do that and you assess what keeps you motivated and what has been highlights in your life, you need to try to figure out how you can give back to those entities or people that provided those experiences for you, and using your skill sets, your strengths. And I tried to utilize those in what I did for the University of Arkansas. Certainly I didn't have any expectation of getting this award, but it means the world to me. I met some phenomenal people in the time I've been very active up here. I think the Alumni Association does a phenomenal job, and to be an awardee is just very special to me. I'm just honored to serve my university.
Please welcome the 2018 Andrew J. Lucas Alumni Service Award recipient, John Reap.
Congratulations, John. The Community Service Award spotlights the contributions alumni make to humankind through volunteer and professional services in their community. Dr. Morris M. and Ann Rainwater Henry have a long history of community service, both as individuals and as a couple. Morris is a former state senator, physician, lawyer, and conservationist. Ann taught business law at the Walton College of Business for 23 years and served as assistant and then associate dean of the college. Morris served as president of each of the following: Washington County Medical Society, the Arkansas Medical Society, Jones Eye Institute Board, and the UAMS Northwest Advisory Board. Ann is a past national board member of the Arkansas Alumni Association. Please turn your attention to the screens as we hear Morris and Ann's story.
I was a practicing physician here in Fayetteville, and I was interested in law, so I was attending classes at the university, and probably this is the most important part of going to the university was I met Ann. She was a graduate student, and we wound up getting married.
That's his story. My story is, my father said, your vision is more important, you need to have your contacts checked. And the man the ophthalmologist who gave them that I got them from was out of town, and they referred me to Morris. And I went in and I just fell in love with his big, deep brown eyes. And when I went home, I told my mother, I've met the man I'm gonna marry. So he doesn't remember any of that.
And after we married, she got interested in going to law school too. And
we would take the same class, but he used my notes. He did right well. And we graduated together in 1979.
Because I was practicing medicine, ophthalmology.
Now, he had a full-time job, so.
But also, I was interested in politics. And at first, I was a county coroner, and then I got elected to the state legislature. So it was kind of a complicated lifestyle we had. And as I got more and more involved in it, I realized more and more problems were involved. But getting people together and having a good idea and getting people to support it, that's really how it works. Coming together and getting something done.
for the benefit of others, not just themselves. I think that's what it is. It's a part of the giving of yourself to accomplish a greater goal, and that is to do all the good you can at all the times you can to all the people you can.
You can be part of the community, and that the community is better because you've been here. There are a lot of things that you can accomplish if you don't mind other people taking the credit.
We appreciate it, and we're glad to represent the university. We hope that other people will take community service as something that's important.
Please welcome to the stage the 2018 Community Service Award recipients, Morris and Ann Henry.
Congratulations and thank you, Morris and Ann. Appreciate you so much. Next, the Young Alumni Award, established in 2000, honors the significant professional accomplishments of alumni who are 40 years of age or younger. Recipients are alumni who have achieved extraordinary success in the short years since graduation. 1 second on the script, because I'm going to tell you that something you should know is that last year this lovely young lady could not join us because she was having twins, which also means that today is their 1-year birthday, and she's here with us today. In context, okay. Anna Reed Phillips is the co-founder and director of development for the Bridge to Rwanda Scholars Program. She was selected for the 2011 class of the new influentials, 20s in their 20s, by Arkansas Business, and was recognized by the College of Education and Health Professions as their outstanding young alumnus in 2014. The Bridge to Rwanda Scholars Program has been a success since its launch in 2011, and they have since expanded the program to include students not only from Rwanda, but also 3 other African countries. Anna shared in her own words, quote, "Within the framework of the Bridge to Rwanda Scholars Program, I want to see all of our students returning to Africa and making real, lasting impact on the continent in a variety of sectors: healthcare, business, education, and infrastructure." Please join me in hearing more of Anna's story.
Always knew that I wanted to come to the University of Arkansas. I think my family had a real pride about the U of A that they just instilled in me, and I grew up coming to the campus and to University of Arkansas football games. And in 2003, I was fortunate enough to be elected the homecoming queen. And my dad was actually able to crown me as the University of Arkansas homecoming queen. And my dad passed away about 7 years ago. And so just to have that moment with him, you know, is a really special moment. My time at the U of A, I think, gave me just such a diverse experience. Through a random series of events, met some people working in Rwanda, and just decided to up and quit my job and move my life to Rwanda. So, and we launched the Bridge to Rwanda Scholars Program in 2011. It's a scholarship program for students from Rwanda and other conflict-torn countries in Africa, and we help students earn scholarships to universities around the world. It's a way that we are participating on a global scale of really working in a country and building up leaders. And we've sent over 200 students to universities across the globe, students who will do incredible things for the country and for the continent of Africa and ultimately the world. Going back to how I was raised and what the U of A gave me, I had a sense of wanting to give back, to be honored by my university and recognized. It's humbling and it's an honor that I don't take lightly, that I'm really proud of, and just proud to be able to come back here and to be able to go out and into the world and represent the University of Arkansas.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2018 Young Alumni Award recipient, Anna Reed Phillips.
Congratulations, Anna, and thank you so much for spending your evening with us tonight. The Honorary Alumni Award honors non-alumni who have served, promoted, and loved the University of Arkansas in the tradition of a University of Arkansas graduate. And tonight, we are proud to recognize the Honorable Howard W. Brill. Howard became a member of the University of Arkansas family when he joined the faculty at the School of Law in 1975. He brings excitement and love of learning to his classes, with apparently some whimsy. He has been known to encourage his first-year students to participate in Spirit Week. The School of Law celebrates daily themes during the week of homecoming. You've all heard Spirit Week. And Howard participates as well, teaching each class that week in an appropriate themed costume. I haven't asked yet what he wore this week. His book, Arkansas Law of Damages, now in its 6th edition, is an essential text for every Arkansas attorney's bookshelf. Howard shared in his own words, quote, "By far the most important task that I have as a faculty member is to teach and to train the next generation of Arkansas lawyers." He will be awarded a life membership in the Arkansas Alumni Association with this honor. Please turn to the screen and we can hear the rest of the story from Howard.
I was a school teacher in Nigeria. I decided to apply to law school and spent 2 years in Florida and then 3 years in Illinois. I started to look for a teaching position at a law school. I had never been to Arkansas before in my life. But my wife had spent 2 years in Arkansas. She had lived in Blytheville. And so when I came down here to interview, she told me about Arkansas. But her image of Arkansas was based upon living in Blytheville when she was 9 and 10 years old. And I called home to Rock Island, Illinois, and I said, "Catherine, when you described Arkansas, you talked of the cotton fields. And I'm looking for the cotton here in Arkansas, and I haven't seen the cotton yet." But she encouraged me to come. She encouraged me to pour myself into this university and into the law school. And so the person I would clearly thank more than anyone else is my wife, Catherine. My focus at the University of Arkansas Law School has been in several areas: legal ethics, civil procedure, and remedies or damages. But the goal is, no matter what the subject, no matter what the assignment or the issue for the day, the student should come away saying, "This is important, I've learned something, and I need to come back tomorrow and learn more." The most rewarding part of being in the classroom is working with the students from the day they arrive, seeing their growth, seeing them go out to serve the public and their clients in the next decades. This university has supported me, it has encouraged me, it has allowed me to grow, it has given me opportunities and insights that I would not have had if I had not come here. And so for all those reasons, I have a love for the University of Arkansas.
Please welcome the 2018 Honorary Alumni Award recipient, Howard Brill, to the stage.
Congratulations, Howard. Thank you for all you do. Now help me welcome Alumni Association President Tina Gunter to the stage. Tina is the General Counsel for the Oklahoma Department of Agriculture, Food, and Forestry. She graduated from the U of A School of Law in 1992 with a Juris Doctorate, and in 1997 with a Master's in Agricultural Law. Please welcome to the stage Tina Gunter.
Good evening, and thank you all for joining us tonight. The Citation of Distinguished Alumni is a Lifetime Achievement Award recognizing outstanding success. Past recipients have included corporate executives, notable sports personalities, and Arkansas governor and top military officers, to name a few. Tonight, we add 3 more amazing alumni to the list of honorees. Our first recipient this evening is Sam Alley, Chairman and CEO of VCC. In his almost 40 years of construction and engineering, Sam has risen to the top of his profession. Inspired by his father, who was an entrepreneur, Sam, along with two of his friends and colleagues, founded VCC in 1987. Sam was just 31 years old at the time. Now as the chairman and CEO, he has led the firm to national recognition as one of the top 100 contractors, according to the Engineering News and Record. Sam and his family moved from Ramallah, Palestine to Rose City, Arkansas when he was 14 years old. He is the oldest of 5 brothers and did not speak any English when he first arrived. He worked hard in school and eventually went on to be the first in his family to graduate from college when he completed his degree in civil engineering from the U of A in 1979. He credits the professors at the U of A for influencing his path. They gave him the opportunities and the challenges he needed to earn his success. Over time, he has worked with many U of A alumni and shares that the connection that the university gives us cannot go unnoticed. It inspires us to work like family. His advice for potential UA students is to set priorities, focus, and do not let others control or influence you going the wrong direction. Always remember that you represent your family, this school, and everyone you're associated with. Please turn to the screen and join me in hearing more about Sam.
I was born north of Jerusalem. I grew up there till I was 14 years of age, then moved to Rose City. And when I started the 9th grade, I didn't speak any English. So people thought I came from Mars. And my kids still say I still can't speak English, but it was really a shock to me and a very tough experience. But yet, the beauty about Arkansas, and I can look back, is that the teachers made it very comfortable for me. I was the first person that would go to college and working in the grocery business, working 7 days a week, 18 hours a day. My dad realized that, education is very important. And I didn't know anything about football. We played soccer overseas, and we're playing Texas in Little Rock. And no one was coming to the grocery store. And I watched the Joe Ferguson beat Texas, and everybody was excited. And we had the best business day because everybody was coming out to buy groceries and beer and everything else to celebrate. It really made up my mind to go to the University of Arkansas. The most activity that I was involved in is studying because I was still trying to make it. I received a Bachelor's of Science in Civil Engineering. I felt like construction would be the way to go, and so I started as a project manager, and then started my own construction company in '87. And we started with nothing. Clients around the country that we worked with before that believed in people, and it's all about people, and wanted to give us the opportunity, just like me been given the opportunity to succeed in high school and succeed at the University of Arkansas. Family inspires me the most. At the same time, I look at all of the people in our company, all 400 people with their families as part of my family. And what inspires me is to make sure that continue to succeed without trying to get such an award, that people recognize that you do the things you need to do and do it with passion and drive. And I'm really humbled to receive such an award. Starting with my family, and particularly my wife, who has been with me for 38 years, and without her, I wouldn't be here today. I travel all over the country and all over the world, and I'm always proud to say that Arkansas is a place to be proud of, is a place to enjoy living, and the people of Arkansas are the best people in this country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Citation for Distinguished Alumni recipient, Sam Alley.
Our second recipient is Stephen L. Anderson. Steve graduated from the U of A in 1976 with bachelor's degrees in arts and architecture. After graduation, Steve launched a successful architecture career that spanned more than 2 decades. His architectural practice eventually focused on 2 specialties: health and physical education facilities and media projects. Eventually, Steve was responsible for national design and construction administrative services for the Donray Media Group. When the Donray Media Group was sold, the Donald W. Reynolds Foundation was born. Due to his extensive experience with the media group, he was offered a position on the foundation's Board of Trustees in 1994. He has served as the Donald W. Reynolds Foundation president since 1998, and as such, has been responsible for the management of one of the nation's largest private foundations. To potential college students, Steve encourages them to take advantage of every possible opportunity. Please turn your attention to the screens to hear more about Steve.
I grew up in a small rural town in southwest Missouri. I decided at an early age that I wanted to be an architect. And when I was a senior in high school, my dad brought us to the University of Arkansas for a football game. It was the first time I'd ever been on campus. We actually sat in the north end zone on the grass and watched the Hogs demolish the University of Tulsa 55-0. That was in 1969. And I knew from that day forward that I wanted to be a Razorback. I had a number of professors that inspired me while I was here. Predominantly, I would say Faye Jones was the one who inspired me the most. I enjoyed sports while I was here, too. You could go down to Barnhill Fieldhouse and show your student ID and get into a basketball game without having a ticket. So we had a great time going down there and sitting behind the visiting team's bench and giving them a hard time. Well, I finished school in 1975. I ended up in Fort Smith, Arkansas, and I ended up working for a firm that had a number of projects on the university campus. And the most interesting thing about that was that during that period, I met my wife, who was a student here, and we were married during that time that I was here. And this summer, we will have been married for 35 years. We moved back to Fort Smith after I completed work on the Hyper building. All 3 of our kids were born there. I spent 20 years in Fort Smith, and because of some clients that I met during that architectural practice, I became associated with the Donald W. Reynolds Foundation. Closed my architectural practice and became the president of the foundation. Foundation then moved me to Las Vegas, where our headquarters was, and my family has been in Las Vegas for 20 years. There's no question that the University of Arkansas has had a huge impact on my life. I honestly do not know where I would have been had I not come to the University of Arkansas. It's played a significant part in my life. I've had a number of people that have been very important in my life, professionally and personally. Professionally, I would say that our chairman of the foundation, Fred Smith, has been very gracious to me and has been a real mentor to me. The architect that I went to work for in Fort Smith, Ralph Mott, was a very important mentor to me. I learned a lot from him. Well, it's a very humbling and honoring thing to me to be awarded this award. I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would be honored in this way, and so it's unexpected, but I very much appreciate the award.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Citation of Distinguished Alumni recipient, Stephen L. Anderson.
Tonight's final awardee is Dr. L. Lee Johns Lane, retired vice president and co-owner of Autech Systems Corporation. She has been a trailblazer since she first set foot on campus. Lee graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry from the U of A in 1962. Following graduation and some challenges along the way, Lee found her niche at Dow Chemical in Michigan, where she was one of only 3 females in a company with more than 10,000 employees. She returned to Fayetteville after a 10-year absence to earn her master's degree in operations research in 1972 and her doctorate in engineering in 1974, setting precedent once again as the first female to complete a PhD in the College of Engineering at the University of Arkansas. Lee went on to achieve great success in the aerospace industry and received a Distinguished Alumni Award from the College of Engineering in 2010. Please watch the screen for more of Lee's story.
I have 3 degrees from the U of A, and so each one was at a different time frame. But when I was in an undergraduate school, when I first came up here, I discovered chemistry, and that was just beautiful. The thing that I learned was that a little girl from Paris, Arkansas, could compete successfully at the university. I also came back and got a master's and a doctorate, and I got those in engineering. I was an older woman at that time because I had 2 small children that I was supporting. Dr. John Imhoff, who was the head of the industrial engineering department at that time, took a chance and said, okay, we've never had one of these, meaning females, in our grad program, so we'll start with you and see how that works out. Well, it worked out beautifully. The students were so helpful, and the faculty was so good about encouragement, and the office I had a window that opened onto the roof. And that's where my sons played while I studied, and I now think that probably would not have gone over well had anybody realized that I had a 3- and 4-year-old running around on the roof of the engineering building. But they had a good time. I knew where they were. It worked. I got through school. It prepared me to go into the aerospace industry. I went to work on the B-2, the Trident submarine. Those are the big nuclear subs. And then I also got to work on the F-16 fighter jet, which was the prettiest airplane I've ever seen. If it weren't for the university, I couldn't have done what I did. I couldn't have supported my kids. You know, the university gave me the tools to be successful. My husband and I, between us, have 8 children. They're all grown. They're all college graduates. They're all gainfully employed. And nobody's been to jail. Well, maybe a little bit, but not too bad. And we're very proud of all of them. And I've been very lucky. I'm pleased, I'm flattered, I'm very flattered that I would have been nominated and then evaluated to accept it, because it's really quite an honor. But I was terrifically surprised. And I just think the university is doing an excellent job of providing the wherewithal for students to become prepared to deal with the world. And so I really think the university is key to moving the state of Arkansas forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Distinguished Alumni recipient, Lee Lay.
Wow. What an amazing group. I get to sit in on the awards nomination process, and it's wonderful to see all of the applications and all the information, but then when you get to hear people talk about it in their own words, thank you so much to you all for participating in this and taking the time to do these videos with us. Really appreciate it. And thank you to you, Tina, for your leadership with the Arkansas Alumni Association. I'd also like to thank, speaking of that committee, the alumni board members who served on the awards committee and selected tonight's awardees. Thank you so much for the work you do every day. Nominations are open. I have to put a plug in for that too, up until December 1st for next year's awardees and our alumni board. So if you got inspired tonight, please contact us and let us help you to get a nomination into the pool for next year. We encourage you to participate and nominate alumni and faculty who are making a difference in our U of A community and beyond. If I get a little tongue-tied, that might be because I need to tell you a little something about what's been going on the past few days. Have y'all had a good evening? Y'all enjoy this? I have a team that has been working. Deb Ucolano will start tomorrow preparing for this event next year, which will be our 75th, by the way. Deb and Julie lead the process to make all of this possible. And we have a team that, this is also homecoming week. We also had our National Board of Directors that came in for the past 2 days, and we've had meetings with them solid for the past 2 days. And then homecoming, I have another group of our team that has been out in the rain with a senior walk dedication, tonight leading a parade down Dixon Street. Thank you for clearing the rain. It was a great parade tonight. And I just have to say thank you to the team at the Arkansas Alumni Association for everything you do every day. Thank you. And with that, we are at the end of another special night. Tonight, we have met 13 inspiring honorees who personify the spirit of the University of Arkansas through their exceptional work, innovation, and service to Arkansas and the world. Our U of A family inspires me every day, and I hope hearing their stories inspires you as well. As we wrap up this program, I have a few final reminders. Please be sure to check out our online auction, which goes until October 26th. On your way out, please leave us your name tags at the table. And remember to take your special gift from Lindt Master, Swiss chocolatier. And we want to continue the celebration. We invite you over to the after party hosted by the Chancellor Hotel, where they will be offering drink specials. And the Chancellor Hotel will provide shuttle service from the Fayetteville Town Center to the hotel back until 11 p.m. And finally, this wouldn't be really an alumni celebration if we didn't call the hogs. I'd like to invite our Citation of Distinguished Alumni recipients Sam Alley, Stephen L. Anderson, and Lee Johns Lane to join me and Tina Gunter up here to lead this tradition.
All right. Let's go.